What's up, y'all? We're live again. Absolutely. These are the Art of Sound shows. So if you're watching this video, these type of videos are being streamed live from my studio. I do these every Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you guys want to get in on whatever it is I'm talking about live, you can actually do that. All you got to do is have a mobile device, a tablet, a phone, iPhone, laptop, whatever. I believe the link, if you're looking at it on the YouTube, there should be like a little link towards the bottom left hand side towards the bottom, and it's gonna say Q&A or something like that. Join the Q&A, and then it'll let you click over into this section where you can still see the video and you can ask your questions, and I'll see your questions pop up right here on my screen as I go forward in the session. And I typically I try to keep these about the minimum of an hour, or the maximum of an hour, should I say. It just really depends on what the subject is. Sometimes I end earlier than an hour. Sometimes I go a little bit over an hour. It just depends, and it depends on the audience, because if the questions are thick, then you got to keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, I decided to go black and white again. I remember when I first started these shows, I started out black and white, and I loved the effects. I just decided to, do it again. Get that black and white effect to it or whatever. See how it comes out or whatever. Lately, I have been very unsatisfied with the quality resolution of the videos. I spoke to my internet provider, and I'm not really sure what's going on, why my videos come all blurry and pixelated or whatever, but I appreciate you guys for bearing with me, because I still see the views. I still see you guys, and I know you guys are watching these videos all the way to the end, because there has been several times where questions was asked only the information that was towards the end of the video. So unless y'all just scroll past all that and just jump to the end, but anyway, doesn't matter. I love doing these shows, whatever. I have the Machine Studio, the white version, in front of me. We're gonna work on something in here. The topic today is live beat stream. Yeah, live beat stream. Live beat live stream. Live beat. Yeah, I'll be creating something on the fly. I don't know. I'll be coming up with these ideas. The names of these shows is just beyond my thinking sometimes. But as you can see, still the same setup. I have my acoustic drums over there, so whenever I'm recording to a project that requires acoustic drums, then I have a machine for music production. My laptop back here for web development and other things, drawing up contracts, whatever. And then all of my mess and clutter in the background. Nothing changed. Still the same thing. This is where I live. This is where I do most of the things. The walls are still blue. I hate it. I gotta change that out. The walls been blue forever. Don't paint your walls blue. Please don't. That's no inspiration. I'm an inspiration person. I'm an atmospheric type guy, if you will. I don't know if that's correct, but like I need pictures and designs on walls, and my setup got to be artistically set up. You know what I mean? I can't have a lot of stuff on my desk. Can't have a lot of stuff on the floor. I can't think like that. My area got to be nice, organized, and neat. Whatever. Although it's cluttered, but everything is in its own space. You know what I'm saying? It's not, when I walk, I can walk in areas. I don't know. That's just me. I'm going like left field. I'm supposed to be doing a beat. But anyway, I have no idea what we're coming up with today. We just gonna go with the flow as usual. I'm messing around with some 808 stuff today, so I might, it's a great chance it might end up a track trap beat. Yeah, so I got that. I'm playing with that. I like that, and I'm actually working on some things that you know, a lot of the music has kind of went in the area, you know, with the 808s, 909, 606, 707s, whatever kit that sounds good and you can make it happen, you know. So I'm throwing these headphones, and the feedback in these headphones is terrible. Major latency. So yeah, guys, I definitely appreciate you guys for watching my videos. I think it's definitely an honor to be able to do these shows every week, and you guys show support and love like crazy, right? I appreciate it. I appreciate it. As long as you guys keep doing them, I'll keep doing them. I love answering questions. I just love being helpful. So whatever you guys need, I'm here. I actually had someone to comment on one of my videos and gave out his number and asked if I could call him. And I called him the next day, and he had a question concerning MIDI. And because I'm who I am, I took down a number and gave him a call to try to help him figure out how MIDI works. No problem. No problem. You know, he was amazed that I called him. Like, really? You called me? You really called me? Yeah. Yeah, I called you. It's no problem. It's no biggie. I'm not, you know, I'm not no big dude where I can't communicate, you know, with the people I talk to every week. So that's that. So as you can see, well, you guys don't know yet because I didn't switch any things, but I do not have my second camera angle for this live stream. So what I did was I brought my machine a little bit closer to me. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but yeah, I actually moved it maybe a couple of 3 inches closer to me, just so you can kind of see a little bit, you know, from however, wherever you know, from the video, you can kind of zoom in, like get an idea of where I'm going, and I'll kind of explain everything as I go along, you know, in case I feel like there's something that you guys definitely can't see, because I definitely want you guys to follow along. That's why I have the two cameras, but today I'm not doing it. Yeah, just didn't feel like setting up the second camera today. Today is a little bit different for me. I've been working, but I promised, well, I didn't promise, I'm dedicated to doing this every week, just so I make sure my interaction stays strong with the people who watches these videos. Enough talking, let's work. Let's check out the pitch of my okay. I don't like that. So I'm gonna change my type. Something like that. I don't know. don't know. I really don't do this style of music, but we're gonna roll with it. Since yeah, so all I did was turn down the decay because it was a major delay and it was, you know, it's clashing. So 2, 3. Okay. I think I was hitting the wrong note. I'll undo that. Okay, so 2, 3, 4. I like that. Now to have more control of it, I'm going to go, just make sure you're not selected on any of these up here. And basically what it is arrange, mix, browse, sample. So I might be selected on the mix button. I may be selected on the range button. Usually the lights will lit up the button you're selected on. Whatever the button is that you're selecting on, reselect that button to come out of it completely. And what it would do, it would take you to, I guess, the settings or the, I don't know what you would call these screens right here, but basically what it is for this type of instrument that I'm using. As a matter of fact, let me tell you what I'm using. I'm using something out of Drop Squad. Drop Squad is a expansion kit that Machine sells on their website, nativeinstruments.com. I believe that's right. Drop Squad is what I have, and I'm using the, what is this? First of all, I'm in this samples category, and then over here on my right screen, this is an AI vowel, whatever that is. But anyway, so I'm working in my group B at the moment, and I'm gonna deselect browse just so I can go back to that screen, and don't need to toggle over. I'm on page 2, but I'm gonna turn my type into ADSR, and that's just to give me more control. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. I'll kind of just lay and hold if I need. So 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's it. kind of panning. Yep. Bring that down. Yep. I like that clap right there. Some sounds you just know. Pan that to the left. No, not that one. Leave that in the middle. Main clap. Yeah. Yeah, so and that's pretty much it, to be honest. Because this style of music doesn't require much, but you know, they have horns and hi-hats going, 16s, and I can probably add some I'm gonna add a harder kick just to make it punch a little harder. And let's see, let's go for some. If you guys listening and you, okay, how is he coming in and out the volume? I can hear the hi-hats. That's because the pads on here is sensitive. All right. So depending on the pressure. Yeah. And then you can also select the fixed velocity, which will keep it at the highest value, like so. You know, like that. But kind of wanted to have control over the value. So okay, here we go. Something like that. Pan that. Turn on my fixed velocity for this. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's like a little feedback in the screen. That's crazy. Anyway. Okay. For my next sound, let's see, what can we, oh, I did say I was gonna add another kick to, and my next kick don't need to be bassy, you know what I'm saying? It just need to be a nice punch, preferably a, I wouldn't say high end, but something with that, you know, just to make it punchier, that's all. I will go for that, and actually avoid doing the kick over, you know, programming in there. I can actually set up links, grouping, where this can trigger whatever on the pad. So let me show you guys that. Well, I can't really show you, but basically what you'll do is you'll visit pad mode and make sure this, okay, we're gonna select the group link 1 and make that master. Now this one, group link 1 slave. Okay, so now when I hit that one note, it triggers both. I think I'm gonna need this tune. higher. Yeah. So what I'm doing, or what I just did, was this had a little low end weight to it, so I toned it higher to prevent it from prevent the bass on this kick to clash with my 808, because my 808 is really carrying that bass weight. You know what I mean? The bassy, the low frequency. So lighten the load on this kick, make this kind of brighter than the other one. But like I was saying, all I want is the punch, right? So let me show you the difference. You hear the difference automatically, but let me mute it. That's what we was hearing before, right? Now bring the kick back in. Now what I'm gonna do is bring it down. It is smacking. Yeah. I like it right there. Mute again. Bring it back. So find some other drum sounds. Let's see. Fill it up, I guess. I'm just messing around. All right, so like that. Yep, like that. Do a section over. All right, now I'm gonna bring it down. Yep. I need to remember that sound. That's a DXY. I like that. Yeah, I do that oftentimes. I'll be in the middle of a song and come up with something totally different, inspired by the sound that I wasn't looking for a specific sound, but I'm just actually browsing, and then you get distracted because you got these sounds that make you do certain things. And then it's like, man, I want to change it. You know what I mean? Let's save this. You guys got any questions? By all means, let me know. Love questions. Love questions. So while that's doing what it's doing, let's give it a name. Let's call this. Wait a minute, I already had a name for this thing. Why isn't it? We're gonna call this Show 44 because it's the 44th. Man, I did 44 shows. I'm almost at 50. That's a good number. I'm I'm almost 50 shows in the game. Again, we do this every Thursdays, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Where we have hit on several subjects. I'm looking for this folder because I know I saved this before. Although it's from scratch, I saved something. I saved it in a specific folder before I start the show, and I'm just wondering why I didn't, save like supposed to. Oh, I know why. Never mind. All right, let's give it a name. Call it show 44. Well, all right. All right. It has a name. Somebody might want it. If you want it, let me know. I can complete it and I can get it to you. I can get it to you whenever you need it. It's labeled as show 44. So, in case you want it, hey Kay, about that show 44, I need that from you. And I'm gonna say, okay. Okay, all right. Let's discuss business. Let's discuss this, how we can get this to you. All right. Okay. I was gonna do something. Oh, want to get into a little discussion, while I'm hot right now, while we in it, what I mean by hot, meaning we recording this live. And so if you guys got any questions, you feel like you want to come in on this, maybe you guys can answer it better. But I constantly get these questions over and over and over and over and over. And I love answering them over and over and over and over and over. All right. Why? Because it's what I do. It's what I love to do. But the famous question that I get, Kay, is the Machine Studio better than the Renaissance? Okay. Let me explain something to you guys. I come from the MPC, the Akai MPC world. My first drum machine was it was actually a Bose kit, actually. But we ain't talking about that. But my first real heavy duty drum machine, let's get into that, was the MPC 2000. Okay. I learned that thing in and out to the point where when I turn it on, I'm like this, like I'm typing on the keyboard. Like man, I'm going. I know where to go. I know how to manipulate stuff. I know how to track stuff out. It's at the MPC 2000. I usually would, if I'm adding a new sound, I usually create a new track, just like you would do on your DAW system. You put each thing on one track. So when you need to come back and mix it, it's easier that way. You can mix your stuff, So that's how I was doing this at the MPC 2000. Excuse me. I had a long day, but yeah. So I had it to the point, where I was doing things like that. So in case I need to go in the studio, we tracking out something, I can hit mute on that track, on the ones that I don't need, and just let the ones that I need play, to the corresponding channel out to the ends of the DAW, the board, or whatever that I was doing back then. Now, I had the honor and the pleasure to work on the 3000 as well as the 5000 when it came out. Have I touched the Renaissance? No, but I'm sure the Renaissance is not that far from what I've experienced as far as the analog hardware, the MPC, the actual machine. All right. But you know, the way to navigate around some of the things on the screen may be a little bit different because, you know, it's computerized now. You know, you can now plug it to your laptop and do your thing. But what I found out about it was you can actually program something like standalone. And what they mean by standalone means standalone. You know, it does its thing by itself. You don't need no software. So that's what I heard that they could do. I'm not sure because I never played with it. You know what I'm saying? I never went to Guitar Center or I have a couple of buddies that owns it, but I'm not in reach. We're not close like that, you know, as far as distance. So again, it's like I really can't answer that question. However, I can say that I love my machine. I had the machine since the MK1. So I've been a machine user for quite some time. And I've seen the new colorful color pads and, you know, the MK2. I didn't feel like it was update because all they did was implement the colors. That's just me. In fact, I really didn't like the fact that they condensed the knobs because on my MK1 has all of the knobs. There was a volume, there was a swing, there was I can't think of all the knobs that was on it. But anyway, they condensed it down to this one fat knob, which looks similar to this right here. I don't know if you can see that, but they condensed it down to this knob right here in the middle. I didn't like that, you know. I like all my knobs, you know. It was easier to me that way. So then what the micro came out before. Well, I don't remember. No, the micro after the MK2. But anyway, the micro is just a smaller version. Someone else actually asked me that question the other day. They say which one is better? You know, I'm looking at the MK1 or the micro, you know, which one. And my whole thing is it just depends on if you have the space. Like with a micro, the micro is really smaller than the bigger MK1 or MK2, but it does the same thing. Like you're not missing out on any functions or features or whatever. It's just a little bit more compact, and you have more that one knob, you know, in the middle that's doing all of the work because, you know, on here, as you can see, everything is spelled out or whatever. So the micro is the same as MK2 or MK1. You know, same thing. It does the same thing. If you got enough space, I'll just go ahead and get the MK1 or MK2 because it's bigger. Now, this boy, I felt like this was an update. Okay. So I purchased it. All right. And the reason why I purchased this is, I mean, it's pretty expensive and it's only a controller, but it just makes sense. It's bigger. You know, the first thing people say, oh, it's bigger, man. This thing is the size of a desk, you know, blah, blah, blah. You can't fit it. So what? When I seen the design, I fell in love with it instantly because I am a pro machine user, meaning I do this. You know what I'm saying? I use my machine heavy, and I can appreciate the size of this thing here. And so that's me, you know. Everything that I can do on here, I could do on the MK1. But this, by being bigger, it makes things easier. Got bigger screens. Plus, they're colored. You know, just doesn't get any better than that. You got these other functions. You know, all your copy, your paste, your note, your nudging, your clearing, your quantizing, 100% and 50%, undo, redo. All of this stuff was under the buttons. You understand me? And you had to hit shift to activate what was underneath those pads. not no more. Now you use shift to do stuff that seem normal, you know, like shift keyboard, which is it's a pretty cool feature right here. It's really pad mode, right? If you hit shift, pad mode is listed above the keyboard, forgive me. The keyboard is listed above the pad mode, so I can automatically get to whatever I need to in the keyboard. If you prefer to, you know, produce you know, do some keyword that way, whatever. It like as you seen me do in the beginning of the video, I've actually programmed the 808 kick just using the pad in here. Where is it? Let's get out of here. Go back to keyboard. All right. So that's you know, in my opinion, the Machine Studio is great. I feel like Machine Native Instruments is quicker in terms of what they're doing as far as updates and you know, just keeping ahead of things, you know, fixing bugs very quickly. You know, they're really quick on that. Renaissance, can't really speak much on it. Don't own one, never touched it, you know, so I can only go by what I hear. What I hear is Akai is dragging their feet about any updates and any other things like that, and a lot of their users are kind of pissed off about that because, you know, when they need help, they can't get help. You know, I mean, you can look at YouTube all day long, but there's just some questions that are not answered. You know what I'm saying? So, got a question. Well, it's not a question. It's more so a hi friend from Murat. You know what? I'm not gonna try to pronunciate your name, so forgive me if what I have attempted so far did not sound close to your name, but I definitely thank you for coming, hanging out. You are from, not really, wow, I can't even pronounce where you're from. Wow, but that's awesome. Wherever you're from, that's awesome. I appreciate it. We got people from all over the world just stopping by, showing me love. I appreciate it. Definitely. Well, I think I talked a lot, but I kind of wanted to address that because I get that question a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely want to put that out on one of my videos and kind of like explain my thoughts and my take on what I felt about the Renaissance and the Machine. Although this is just, you know, the Machine, this here is just a control, like I stated before. There's no inserts on the back there, you know, you can't plug in. Now with the Renaissance, I do know you can do that. You can insert an instrument line within the actual hardware. And the other thing I liked about it is the fact that you can plug up your headphones to it automatically. And like I was saying before, I think it's a standalone. Like you can do stuff in it without the computer, which is awesome. And I think that's what gives the Renaissance the advantage, you know, doing stuff like that. It would be nice if this thing has an input in it where I could just input stuff, because I'll be doing that all the time, inputting things in here. You know, the only thing on here is it's a power cord, the USB port, and MIDI connections on the back. That's the only thing. Now, I hope I answered your question. If that helps you, I mean, knowing that, you know, how the Renaissance was built, that can help you make a decision if you want something that you can plug in straight in, you know, quarter 1/4 inch cable, you know, just record straight in from whatever, to maybe some turntables, or you want to record a bass line, or I'm sure you can plug in a mic. Absolutely. If you like that feature, cool. But I have an interface that I can plug in anything that I need to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's one of those things, like it's a user thing. Like, do I need my machine to do that? It would be nice, but it don't. But so I gotta plug it up to the computer anyway. So I might as well just use the interface that I have, that I'm using, and just go with the flow like that. I mean, ain't no skin off my back, you know. That's just how I've been doing it anyway. So, you know, as far as the workflow, there's no slowdown. So this is the beat we came up with today. All right. It's been my pleasure talking to you guys. Again, thanks for all the love. You know, I'm telling you, the love I get on these shows from all over the world, I definitely appreciate you guys. I don't take it lightly at all. I thank you. Thank you very much. Now, I have to get back to work, no matter how tired I am. I know I seem tired and sluggish. Please forgive me. But I promise next time I do this show, I should be a little bit more well rested. But I had a lot of things on my plate that I had to, you know, complete, deadlines upon deadlines upon deadlines, and haven't really had any sleep, you know. So, but again, I'm dedicated to producing these shows for you guys. Any questions, let me know. Put them down at the bottom of the description in the video. And also, you guys, I believe next week, Tuesday, probably shouldn't have said that, because when you look at this video, that information may have changed depending on when. But we're starting a new podcast. I gave it a name, but I think we were going to end up changing the name. So I'm not going to say the name because we're still trying to figure it out. But that's going to be something in addition to what we're doing here. You know, we had a live stream on Thursdays, and then the podcast, which we will get ready to launch very soon, and I'll be hosting with my wife. Okay, so the podcast really doesn't have anything to do with music, but it's one of those, you know, whatever comes to mind that we want to talk about, we're gonna talk about it. But music will creep up on there here and there, but that's not the main thing. That's not our main concern, you know. So if you into getting into, you know, seeing what's on my mind, you know, what I would talk about, absolutely feel free. I'll keep you guys posted as I find out new information. All right. So I'm going to be out because I really have to get back to work. I got this deadline I gotta knock out. So all right, it's been fun, guys. I'm out.